Hello everyone, I'm Professor RVD and welcome to your data structure lecture. Today we'll be doing the 10th topic of your second module, that is stack and queues, that is evaluation of postfix expression. We've already seen the infix to postfix conversion and the implementation for the same. So once we get the postfix expression with us, we can again use stack and we can do the evaluation of that postfix expression. So first let us understand one example and then we will be implementing this particular concept. So I have an infix expression, let's say 2 plus 3 into 5. Now here the very simple assumption that we go for is we would be having operands which are only single digit. Okay. Now we can obviously work towards it and we can get rid of this assumption as well. Okay, but currently we will go with the assumption so it becomes easy for all of you to understand. So infix is 2 plus 3 into 5, postfix is 2, 3, 5 star plus. So obviously 3 into 5 is done first and then 2 would be added. So mathematically, if you expect this to be evaluated, the answer would be 3 5s are 15, 2 plus 15 should be 17. Let's see how do we do that. So we have a very simple rule here. If I get operand, here we have to push it onto the stack. And when we get operator, obviously it will work on the previous two operands. So with that logic, first we get 2, which is pushed onto the stack, 3, which is also pushed onto the stack, 5 is also pushed onto the stack. So 2, 3, 5 are on the stack. The next one that we get is a operator, which is star, multiplication. So we pop 5, but you remember the stack works in last in first out. So whatever first we pop will be the second operand. So it will be stored in OP2. Then again we pop. So it is being stored as OP1, and this particular concept really matters. Currently we are working with addition and multiplication, but if it is division or subtraction, this OP2, OP1 obviously would matter a lot. So keep that in mind. Whenever you pop first, it will be OP2. Whenever you pop the next one, it will be OP1. Then I'll be writing some code which will rather take this, the operator, understand that it's a multiplication and will perform this multiplication operation on these two operands. Okay, so that will give me the result as 15, which is pushed back onto the stack. So currently out of this 5 and 3 got popped. So we only left with 2. So after we push 15, this is how the stack looks like. And now we're going to move ahead. We've gone up to multiplication. Obviously the next one is plus. So for plus again I pop as OP2, which is 15. Pop 2, which is OP1. I apply plus 2 plus 15 is 17. And which will be pushed onto the stack. Understand that the expression must contain single digit operand. After multiplying or after combining them with the operation, even if we get multiple digits, that is perfectly fine because that can be stored onto the stack as 15 and 17 or obviously multiple digits. Okay. So finally 17 is on the stack and expression is over. So we will be popping that particular value. It has to be only a single value and that can be returned as the answer. So this is the basic logic behind performing this particular evaluation. Fine, so let us list out the rules. If operand, then push onto the stack. If operator, then pop the stack as OP2, then pop the stack as OP1, apply operator on OP1 and OP2, push the result onto the stack. Finally, when the expression is over, pop the stack and return that as a answer. Fine. So let us look at the live implementation. Using IDE, we would be using most of the things that we have done in the previous program, that is of infix to postfix conversion. Okay, so you can see most of the things I've kept it as it is. One major difference is here the stack would be of int, because what are we storing on the stack are the integer values. Okay, so int array and toss stack is my structure. So again here same push function, only it is int ELE. This I already explained in the previous program. Is empty. Pop is also same, the return type is int. Stack top is also same, the return type is int. Now move on to is operand. Earlier we had our operands as characters, but for this particular implementation our operands would be single digit integers. So I would return true if it is between 0 to 9. Okay. Next is calculate. So when we get OP1, OP2, and when we are working with the current operator, I need that someone to understand what is that operator and perform the corresponding operation, which will be done by calculate function. So it will take OP1, OP2, which are int, and OPT, which is a character. So based on the value of OPT, if it is like say multiplication, it performs multiplication and returns, division, modulus, addition and subtraction. So corresponding result will be returned. Okay. Now next we'll start with the actual function evaluate. Here we'll get only one string, that is postfix, and remember that it will be in the string form. So internally the operands, which are actually digit, will also be in the character form. Now what do we do with that? We'll see, because on stack we don't need character, we need integers. Okay, stack x, again I, L, OP1, OP2 and answer. Toss is being made -1. For I equals 0 to I less than L, if is operand post of I. So if my post of I is an operand, like we had it for 2, 3, 5, I have to push them onto the stack, but post of I is in the character form. So for example, if the first character is like say 2, post of I will be 2, but it's a character 2, which all of you know ASCII value of 2 is 50, because ASCII value of 0 starts with 48. So I have to push the integer form of it. So what do? I will simply subtract the ASCII value of 0 from it. So suppose it is 2, if I subtract 0 from it, ASCII value of 2 is 50, ASCII value of 0 is 48, you subtract, you will actually get integer 2. In short, for converting the character to the corresponding integer, you subtract it with the ASCII value of 0. Okay, so here if it is operand, what I'll do is I will push post of I minus, in single quote, 0, which is actually I'm subtracting 48. Okay, so if it is operand, push. Else, that means obviously if it is not an operand, it has to be operator. It is a postfix expression, we can't have brackets. So I would simply say OP2 equal to pop ampersand x. You remember the first operand must be popped as OP2. Then OP1 equal to pop ampersand x. Then I will get my answer using the earlier function called calculate. What I'll pass is OP1, there I have to pass in the proper sequence. And my OPT, the operator, is in nothing but post of I, because post of I this time is an operator. Fine, so I'll be getting the answer. You know what to do with the answer? The answer should be pushed back onto the stack. And that has to be repeated. So that will be repeated in the for loop. Every time when I get an operand, I'll push the operand, but the integer value of the operand. Else, I'll pop as OP2, pop as OP1, apply the given operator using calculate function, and the answer is pushed back onto the stack. So when I come out of the for loop, as I said, I should only have one single value onto the stack, which I will pop, and that will act as a answer. So the next is return answer. Okay, again the main function, I'll create one postfix array, which will rather take the input from the user. Okay, and I'll call it a call directly evaluate by passing postfix. So whatever answer evaluates returns, that would be the answer which we will display. Okay, so let us see how it works. We will go with our typical example 2, 3, 5 star plus. Currently this takes postfix expression directly. You can very well combine the earlier one with this so that user gives infix, first it gets converted, and then you can use the evaluation function. So if you remember, as per the example, this should have the answer as 17. Yes. Fine. So let us quickly take one more, and I guess that should be enough. So suppose let's say go for 8 into 5 plus 7. So it will be 8, 5 star 7 plus. That should be 47. Let us make it even a bit more complex. So I would subtract something from it. Let's say 9 divided by 2 should be subtracted. So 9 2 slash minus. Okay, so see 47 is what is the answer of the first one. 9 divided by 2 should be 2 4 the 8. It's only go for integer division. So 4. So I subtract 47 and 4. 47 minus 4 should be 43. Perfect. In short, the given code is working properly, and that is how we can obviously evaluate the postfix expression. Okay, so we had now seen how do we convert infix to postfix, and we also seen how do we evaluate. The only thing is that, as I said, that we had assumed that my operands will be single digit operands. So you can very well think about how can it be generalized, and you can take rather dynamic input from the user for the variables, and accordingly you can even calculate. But that can be the extension to this particular program. Currently, how do we evaluate the postfix expression is already completed. So in the coming lectures, we would also see maybe some more applications of stack, and we'll also see the other concept, that is queues. Fine, so that's it for the current lecture. Thank you.